Do it live.
For us today, and we will leave you with a. I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Thing sucks.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, this literally does not work. I went out to the fish pond, plugged in my cell phone, didn't get the plug all the way in, did a video about Dak Prescott, my quarterback, my teammate, and if you say something about him, it's not fair. It's not fair. Because I wanted to get the video and stuff out, so I recorded it, uploaded it, boom, put it out there. People started watching, and they're like, hey, idiot, there's no sound. It's like, oh, shit. It's like, that's what you get with broke-ass media. We's broke-ass and we mess up. Okay, so what's up? What's up? How you doing? Big Man Gaming, Michael Buchanan, FNS, Gerald Chavez, Cowboy Jaden, OB1, Art Mack, Raymond Salas. The news is that Dak Prescott, they're taking the reins off of Rain Dakota Prescott. Kellen Moore has said, hey, you know what? My quarterback is okay. He's doing just fine. There are no more restrictions. We are taking the training wheels off of one Dak Prescott. That's it. Nothing to write home about. Just the same old stuff. BLSG, what's good? What's good is that Dak Prescott's training wheels are now off. He is a full go. Listening, Washington Redskins. Oh, no, hold up. They're not Redskins anymore. Finished. Get out of here. Okay. No, hold up. Brian Harding, he's cool. You see, he's got a wrench. Brian is actually cool, people. I know he's a Washington football fan, but, you know, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. He's cool people. Yeah. So I'd be cool with them. So what's up, nation? So playa, Dak Prescott is good to go to actually work out. You know, yesterday originally they said that he was going to be able to do 7-on-7s, but they skipped the 7-on-7 and went straight to 11-on-11 full go practice there. And he worked out for a few plays and things. You know, he was on the pitch count, and I think they were using that as a test to see how he would feel today. And, of course, I think today he was feeling great, no issues whatsoever. And they decided, you know what, we got 14 days. We got 14 days until the regular season opener. In fact, it's 14 days, 3 hours, 5 minutes, and 30 seconds from right now. I got the clock right over there. Clock is literally right there. And that's all the time. 2 weeks from tonight, David Wiley, I see you right there, David. David, your wife understands that the opening game is that Thursday night, right? That's a holiday, okay? Forget about, you know, Labor Day. This is Cowboy opener holiday, and I need you, man. I need you because we're going to start our live stream a couple of hours early. We'll be right here. Well, or maybe outside. Unless it's if it's really hot and sticky and steamy, we'll be inside here. Because we can watch in here. We can stream from here. I'd rather do outside, but I'm not trying to be all sweaty for you. But Dak Prescott, regardless of what Adam Schefter told you, Adam Schefter, Dak Prescott, he won't be 100%. He won't. Regardless of all that crap you've been seeing filtering around on Facebook. I mean, this is what's kind of funny. Okay. Interesting thing. I digress, but bear with me here for a second. So you guys know my intro, right? The intro that I have been playing literally for about 5 or 6 years. You know, you know which one I'm talking about, right? This one. I mean, I'm going to play it just for a second here. Yeah, you know that, right? So what I do, and if you're watching on Facebook, if you're still able to watch on Facebook, okay, all of my Facebook friends and stuff out there, subscribe to the channel, the YouTube channel, okay, the YouTube channel, Mark Holmes, Jobu Sports Report. That way you can comment and stuff, because I don't see the comments on Facebook because I only have two eyes and I've got all these monitors I'm looking at, and so I watch the Facebook account. And Andy Crisp, if you want to get a Joe Barty, go to cowboyjobu.com. That's actually my website. On my website there, it has the shop in there, so you can go in there. So that's one way to get. Another way is if you're doing super chats, we do drawings and give them away. Because you see, I got one right behind me here. If you're watching on Facebook and stuff, like I said, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. I do more videos on YouTube than I do on Facebook. Only when I do my live streams and my morning shows do they go there. But that clip right there, what I've been noticing, I've been getting notifications from Facebook lately that now all of a sudden they're blocking my videos for 3 seconds of copyrighted music from that. 3-second clips. It's like, wait. You are blocking my videos for 3 seconds of that clip? All the misinformation that goes on in Facebook and everything, that's okay. No problem with that. You are literally blocking my videos, an hour and a half, 2-hour live streams for that? Is that crazy? Okay, I'm sorry. I had to vent. I had to get it off my chest. Okay. Got to be honest, I would have loved for him to get the series or two in preseason. Well, so Chris Sports Corner as opposed to a center. Okay. Chris Sports end, Chris Sports tight end, Chris Sports linebacker. Mind is blown. Jobu Sports linebacker. Okay, I'm sorry. You know, you throw shit on the wall and see if it sticks. That's what I do here. My mind, I'm thinking crazy here. And you tell me if I'm crazy. Because the thing with the NFL is baffle them with bullshit. Don't actually let them know what you really plan on doing, right? Remember, we were told just 2 days ago we were going to ramp up Dak, real easy. We'll get his feet wet. Last week he wasn't able to excuse me, practice with the team. He'd have to go outside and do a little bit of throwing and stuff by himself. Would it be crazy? Because they just told us that, he's only going to have a couple of passes and stuff. We'll slowly ramp it up and get him to a full go at some point. That was yesterday. Today it's, he's good. He's full go. He's full go. Now, we're in uncharted territory because typically when you'd have that extra, we got the preseason game this weekend, right? Normally, there would be another preseason game the following week. That would have been the fourth, preseason game for everybody, or the fifth for the teams that played, Hall of Fame game. So technically, this game is usually the second to the last game, which is when you would normally play your starters, because then you have roughly, unless you're the Cowboys or Tampa, 2 weeks until the first game. So we're hearing some teams are going to play their starters. Now, I'm going to say this, that right now 14 NFL starting quarterbacks, almost half have not played any preseason football. None. So it's conceivable that you just don't play him. I mean, Aaron Rodgers isn't playing, of course, Carson Wentz, he ain't playing, and so on. So it's conceivable that you don't. But it would not surprise me if the Cowboys decided on the first series, let's put Tyron Smith, let's put Lyle Collins, let's put Zach Martin, let's put Connor Williams if he's back from COVID, right? If not, Connor McGovern. And let's put Tyler Badish out there for a series and put Dak in. Dak, we're going to run on first down. Just hand the ball off to Zeke. Dak, I'm sorry, not to Zeke. Zeke's not going to play. Tony Pollard. And second play, let's just throw a screen real quick. Tony Pollard screen pay. Next play, let's just throw a quick one to CeeDee Lamb in the slot. And then we throw one to Amari Cooper on the outside. And then we get him out of there. It's pitch count. It's 4 plays. It's a series. You can say you played him. You got your starting offensive line out there. You're playing against the Jaguars. You're not playing against necessarily a great team, a team that's probably looking at it and saying, they look like they're confused with Urban Meyer, right? Denial. Tempest, denial. Tempest, who are you talking about? Denial. You and George Murphy, both low-key George Murphy. I think George Murphy is the guy. You guys remember who it was that was always saying that they weren't going to sign Dak Prescott? They didn't have the money for it. They couldn't afford him. They weren't going to do him. And I told him that, when they sign him, man the F up and come in, and he never did. I'm betting that George Murphy is that guy. Do you remember anybody remember what his name was? Roland's Review. Roland. I finally remember. I talked to Joseph Heatherly. He's like, yo, bro. Yeah, I never heard from the people who won the $50. And I was like, oh, I said, she sent you a text message? And he's like, if I don't recognize the number, he's like, I don't necessarily answer it. So he's like, send me an email. It's like, okay. So Roland or Stacy, I tagged you I copied you on an email to Joseph with your information, so you should hear from him. So that way you can get your $50 because you were a winner. MC George. So MC George. So is it possible that MC George is George Murphy? I mean, we got the G and we got the M. MCG. Is it possible? See, I think it's him. I think it's him because he's addicted like crack to this channel. He knows he can't come back in as MC George. Let me just kind of change my name around because we got the George, we got the M. I'm betting you that's that guy because he's coming and hating the same way. Come on, George Murphy. Come on, come clean, man. I won't make you. You know what? I won't make you. Roland, he's also half deaf too. He's half deaf. I email. Look, check your email. You're copied on the email. George Murphy, you're MC George, aren't you? Come on, admit it. You've been found out. It's okay. It's okay, man. We know you truly love being here. It's okay. I forgive you, man. It's all right. It's all right. All right. So, is it conceivable? Martin, what's happening? How you doing? Yergi, what's up, man? I thought it was self-evident seeing how you are a cow. It's crazy. All of the Eagle fans and Washington fans and Giant fans that literally live on this channel. I don't understand it. They come in and say, oh, you're just crazy. I was like, okay, why are you listening then? It's a Cowboy channel. What do you expect? You expect me to come on a Cowboys channel and say, oh, Danny Dimes, he's the greatest thing since Joe Montana. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Well, we'll see what Dak's got, and there's no light schedule, so I wish he's my quarterback, but don't see it. Well, I'll debate you on that being a light schedule. Now, it's going to be – we got Tampa Bay, which has a good defense and stuff, the first game of the season. But understand that it shouldn't be everything Dak. Because, see, here's the thing that's been crazy is – and I'm going to ask you another dumb question here. Because I was thinking about Skip Bayless and his crew, right? Because whenever Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, they talk about Dak, when people say, I mean no offense, and then they proceed to go ahead and then trash you. Oh, no offense, but, I was sitting there thinking that, and it's like, wait a minute, I thought you meant no offense. You came in and you offended me. That's Skip Bayless, because Skip Bayless has a couple of things that he always says. He got $75 million. Well, yeah, with the signing bonus and the guaranteed money and things, he got $75 million in his pocket, but his cap number is only $22 million. Right? He acts like there's never been a quarterback or a player that's gotten a signing bonus or, a bonus. He's the highest paid. It's for 1 year. It's not that every year. There's Skip Bayless. And the second thing is always it's garbage. Oh, yeah, so many of those yards were in garbage time. So let me ask this question. Let's say you're playing the Jets. Let's say you're playing Jacksonville. If you're playing teams that are garbage teams, how come those aren't garbage points and yards there? You know what I mean? I mean, if you were Tom Brady in your division, in New England, when the Jets were bad, Buffalo was bad, and the Dolphins were bad, and you had 6 guaranteed wins every year, how come we don't look at those and say those? Tom Brady got a lot of yards and stuff, but it was only against the Jets. They're kind of a garbage team, right? Is that am I crazy? Is that crazy to think of it that way, or do those points count more because you're out to a big lead and you're feeling it? You're just throwing. We're throwing darts. It's kind of like Peyton Manning going to Detroit and throwing 6 TD passes because, well, Detroit wasn't like the '85 Bears. You've got a blowout game. The other team knows, pack it in. Our game is lost. We got no chance, man. Let's save it for next week. Aren't those garbage yards too? Well, Skip joins Steve. No, They actually wanted Skip Bayless. They actually, when his contract was up with Fox, they actually tried to get him to come back, and Skip said no. He didn't. He didn't want to share the spotlight, of course, with Stephen A. What they're looking at is actually having multiple ones, including on Mondays, Michael Irvin. If they have Michael Irvin on Mondays, their ratings will just literally go through the roof. You know that, right? Because whether the Cowboys win or lose, it'll be much-watched TV because Stephen A. Smith, of course, if they lose, will be all over Michael Irvin and stuff. When the Cowboys win, Michael Irvin is going to go up there and he's going to start preaching. He's going to be standing up. He's going to have the football. I told you, Stephen A. Smith, that the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott, that's coming, right? That's coming. So, yeah, they're trying to, and then they're also talking about Marcus Spears might be a day, and so on. So it'll be a different co-host, which I think actually might be good. People should not comment on another person's disability if they are not professionally trained in that area. But see, Roland, we all play professionals here on YouTube and on the internet. We all do, Colin Cowherd. I think Dak Prescott won't be ready to start the season opener. Well, Colin, have you gone out and watched Dak? Have you examined him? Did Dak tell you that? What's it going to be? Hello, Cowboy Nation. I wasn't going to say anything until regular season started, but here I am. Well, Jonathan, shout out to you, Jonathan. Oh, what the? Wait. What the hell's going on out here? What the hell is going on? We got Birdman. Wait, hold it. We got an Eagle fan that's a channel member. What the hell's going on around here, Birdman? What the hell? Birdman, you know what I'm going to do for you, bro? because I know you don't want any Jobu merchandise. I think I still have some Philly 500 glasses. I will send you one of those. Shout out to you for becoming a Jobu Mojo crew member. And I'm wondering, you love that in green? I don't know why it came out in green. I don't know why it came out in green. Does it always come out in green for channel members? I mean, it does. It does look like it looks eagle-ish. I don't know. Did you set that? Oh my God. So while we got Birdman, shout out to Birdman. That's my man Birdman. I was on your show a couple days, right? Well, I'm not sure. Okay, they didn't say he got fired. I think he's going to be doing a boxing show and radio and things like that. So they're not calling it getting fired. They're just basically saying, hey, we're just transferring you, you know? Yeah, you're not fired, but, you know, it's kind of like, damn, our defensive coordinator, damn, what was his name? He came from Tampa. Oh my God, he was so old. They just kind of said, hey, we're going to put you in the front office. And they put him in the front office, and we think he just kind of disappeared. You weren't fired, but you kind of disappeared. I would love the Eagles and Cowboys to win back-to-back for 10 years. You know, I have to be honest, because growing up, it used to be the Cowboys in Washington. The Eagles, you know, I think Harold Carmichael was only part of 4 winning seasons in his career with the Eagles. That's a fact. The Eagles were just bad. I mean, they were bad. They were truly losers. The Giants were okay, but it was really Washington and Dallas to the 70s and 80s. And that rivalry that took place between the two of them was just like, it was like nothing you guys have ever seen. I'm telling you, that was the number one rivalry. In order to have a rivalry, and it's still kind of, you know, we still kind of, you know, we want to beat Washington, but it hasn't been where we've been playing for something. Before Rod Martinelli, it was his boss, Kiffin. Monty Kiffin. Okay. Monty Kiffin came in as our defensive coordinator in 2013. And the defense was bad. Not quite as bad as last year. They didn't give up as many points as last year's team was. And they took Monty Kiffin and they said, well, Monty Kiffin's not fired. We're moving him to the front office. But he kind of disappeared. And they ended up having Rod Martinelli. But thank you to Dak Prescott fans. I appreciate that. You know, thank you for the help. Because, you know, I'm mentally challenged. I forget things. It's from playing too many special teams. Then Rod Martinelli took over after that season that was dismal where they were 32nd. And then the Cowboys ended up moving to 15th in points, I think, and 19th in yardage and second in takeaways. But either way, that's what happened. Joanne Gonzalez. What's up, Joanne? And so if you're just tuning in, shout out to you. We have a Dak Prescott will be 100%. He has had the reins taken off of him, and he is good to go. Now, I was playing something earlier today, in an earlier video, in fact, because it was just before the news broke about Dak Prescott. And this was
confidence in that leg. He has it. Listen,
I'm going to play this because this is actually when you're a dirty ass player. You know, when you are an asshole. Excuse my language. And you figure the only way we can win is by cheap shots. You know, that's that low class mentality. We can't beat you straight up. So what we're going to do is we're going to cross the line and we're going to try and damage you. And so this was Bart Scott saying what they tried to do to New England. And you can understand this because New England always ruled everything. So they figured the only way we gonna win is by taking Tom Brady out.
Confidence in that leg. He has it. Listen, he potentially one of the most dirty.
I don't get dressed up very often, but when I do.
Sorry about that.
If Ndamukong Suh can get a monkey back ride from Dak Prescott and jump on his back to make
Forgive
the
me,
test and see if that leg is fully healed, he's going to do it, right? If I'm playing the Dallas Cowboys, I'm going to play Dak Prescott like a pocket quarterback because I dare you to run. I dare you to run. I dare you to give us the angle so our cornerbacks or our linebackers can run you down and hit you low in that leg and see how confident you are. I remember going against Tom Brady fresh off the knee injury. We put every single blitz we had up the A-gap because we knew that he was going to be afraid to plant that leg and sit that leg out there that had just got knocked out by Pollard because he planted and he had it exposed. So we put everything there, and all those balls were selling, especially early in the season. They were selling because he didn't want to set into it. Will Dak Prescott have the confidence to step into his throws? And also, now he has a hurt shoulder. I'm tackling his arms. You know what tackling your arms mean? You know what tackling arms mean. That means you ain't going to have nothing to stop you from falling. I'm going to drive that shoulder through the turf.
He'll just do quick passes. Slice and dice.
Well,
I mean, I'm just saying.
Who? Then hold on. This ain't going to get
please,
no
come
bombs.
on,
They ain't going to get no bombs. I'm going to press you then. You ain't getting those, son, because guess what? We playing press coverage. Now what you going to do?
CD can run some routes.
I don't care what he can do.
Amari's healthy now.
Oh,
I'm just saying, like you said, to who, like the Cowboys don't have weapons. The Cowboys got weapons, and oh, by the way,
offensive line is healthy.
Bingo, a healthy offensive line and a rejuvenated Ezekiel Elliott. What do you say? So Zeke, like last year, they said he lost, 10, 15 pounds in the offseason. Do we know how hard it is to lose 15 pounds in like a couple of months? It's not easy.
Like not eating carbs. That's
it's
all
not
it is.
With dedication.
Don't eat carbs.
Keto.
Going to ketosis. Like I can lose 10 pounds in a week. You want to see?
Let's come back on this show next week. Let's see if you lost 15 pounds.
Don't go into ketosis.
The point that I'm trying to make is this. It's like a simple point I'm trying to make is this. The Cowboys don't have
Matthew, what's up, man? Shout out to you.
On Dak Prescott early in the season. Yes, he's coming off of a leg injury, and he's coming off of a shoulder injury. They don't have to rely on him. They have 3 of their starting 5 offensive linemen are coming back. Dominant offensive linemen. They have a running game as well.
You're right on prime time.
Dominant. They don't have to rely on Dak Prescott early on. The only reason I say you don't have to rely on him early on is because, yes, coming off of an injury, people say he hadn't played in all these days. Yes, things may sail a little bit. Yes, it may take time to get back into your rhythm. I understand you played Tampa Bay week 1. I don't think a lot of people expected them to win with the healthy Dak anyways. So, like let's just make that clear. I think the biggest point I see is this. The Cowboys have a chance to win this division, especially with a healthy Dak. So I respect the fact that the trainers and the staff and the coaches kept him out for as long as they kept him out. It's probably been about 2-3 weeks now. The first was day-to-day. We don't know. And Kyle Shanahan said it best, and I'll kind of rest my case here. He said, what benefit do I have in telling all of you or any of you who my starting quarterback is going to be? All that does is allow for teams to start game planning. So that's what he said. It makes total sense. What benefit do the Cowboys have in telling us how long Dak will or will not be healthy 2, 3, 4 weeks ago? The only benefit that the Cowboys have is getting a healthy Dak Prescott on week 1 when they play Tampa Bay, even if they lose that game, which everyone expects them to lose. Even the Cowboys faithful. I grew up in Dallas, right? Even the Cowboys faithful expect them to lose. I mean, that's a little stress. They probably win every game. Having a healthy Dak like later is better than trying to get him back right now.
But have you ever had an injury early in preseason?
I have.
Mini camps?
I have.
Did it ever get better?
Well, no. I'm so glad you asked that question, Bart. So in 2013, I was playing for the Arizona Cardinals. We were playing the Saints. I just sacked Drew Brees, and I broke my leg 2 quarters later. I sacked him in the first half, broke my leg, broke my fibula in the third quarter. And recovered. That was week 4 of the season, early in the season, similar to when Dak got injured. Broken fibula, didn't protrude from the skin, but it happened. Fast forward to the next year, right? You rehab, you recover, you do all the things. And all of a sudden, like, yeah, my leg's not feeling great, but I got like I had some back issues, right? Like my lat was, people don't understand, like your whole body is connected.
Compensation.
Right. Your body is connected. So like though my ankle, my left
connected
ankle,
to
my fibula was broken, it got all these things. All of a sudden, like my back is hurting. And all of a sudden when I'm doing my rehab, they're not working on my ankle. They're working on my back and my lats. And so when Dak got hurt, it made sense that, like athletes, like Bart said, are the ultimate compensators. If you have an injury here, you'll figure it out. Another, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what I see here with this injury, Dak compensating. That's why I respect the fact that the Cowboys sat him for as long as they did. and that he's healthier now. He's in 7-on-7 for the first time. He looks really good. So
to you, he looks good.
Man, not to me, to Ezekiel Elliott, his teammate,
yeah.
who said he looks amazing.
Zeke got pom-poms, right? He's sitting up there, hey, because he wants everybody to focus
Haters
on
gonna
that
hate.
and not focus on the fact that he's a $90 million running back in a position where he's not even the top 5 running back in the league anymore, and he's taking all the cheese off the taco. He knows he's a candidate.
He got the cheese. That's why, you know what it's like to get paid.
But
they just hate hard. They hate real hard.
To take a pay cut.
No,
you know,
right.
they coming to him next year. You got to pay Gallup.
Bingo.
So he's trying to make sure I'm great. When worst 2 words in an athlete's life, greatest shape of my life.
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
the word. Like when you hear that, listen, you better get ready to walk that mile. Like, man, greatest shape of my life. I lost 10 pounds.
But you know what it's like to get paid, right? You know what it's like to get paid. No, but before, so like Zeke was grinding, got paid, got lazy. That happens. That's facts. Not just in football, in life. You get paid, oftentimes you get lazy. You saw what happened with Zeke last year, fumbling the rock. I was watching those games.
He was trying too hard. He was trying too hard.
And he was out of shape. He admitted it. Yep. So now he's like, bro, I saw what happened last year. I saw what happened to our quarterback, to our team. I am rededicated. And so, Zeke's not. Go ahead.
He's going to be DeMarco Murray. They're gonna run Zeke into the ground, and they're gonna either ask him to take a pay cut or they're gonna cut his ass.
But let's just quickly get back to the Dak conversation though, because as you guys talked about,
he is a strong hater,
injury, right? Yes. And that's the thing to worry about with Dak, which is what the Cowboys are worried about. Listen to what Robert Griffin III said yesterday on Get Up when he was talking about the injury with Dak. Now it's the shoulder now, but he said he's not really as concerned about the shoulder as he is the ankle.
The shoulder injury, back injury that Dak is dealing with is more of an overuse injury. So if he can rest it up like they're doing and keep him out of the preseason games, he'll be ready to roll for the regular season. But what concerns me more is the leg injury from last year. Just making sure that he's healthy enough to go out there and play the way that he wants to play the game. But once you make that transition and you're back on the field,
Tom, don't even put that out in the universe. Come on, no. I don't want to hear that.
So I don't want to see some of these throughout his body like he's dealing with right now with the shoulder. I want them to be able to ease him back into it.
Did you guys agree with that point, that the shoulder is not the concern? Is he as confident with that ankle when he gets into live action?
Listen, I had total reconstruction of my big toe. So I have tendonitis in my opposite leg, right? So this is just the beginning. If he's not healthy now, wait till we get to week 8. Listen, he's going to fall apart, right? He's going to have to figure out how to compensate, and it's going to hurt other things. That's why they have to lead on Ezekiel Elliott, because Dak Prescott's not going to be able to carry them to the finish line this year. It takes more than a year to heal up because he's got to adjust to the readjustment.
That's why you sit him all preseason.
I don't care about him sitting preseason. What I hate is the fact that
defense I hate because I'm a hater.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That defense can't fight his way out of a wet paper bag, and now he's going to go against a real defense. So him looking at the speed of that defense ain't preparing him for nothing. He going to see week 1.
I love that Sam was concise. Sam was concise.
No, you said it beforehand.
That was
literally quick. If you didn't say that, I'd have been longer and said all my points. They're going to lose to Tampa Bay anyways. We all know that. And so, stop worrying about Tampa Bay.
Are we?
Keyshawn J. Will Zubin presented by
confidence in that.
Okay, so he is truly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, real hating, man, that's like an art form, man. You know, it's like you like a born a hater, you know, like myself, man. You know, a lot of cats think they hate, but, man, I mean, I'm mad at everything, man. You know, brother got a nice car, man. Why you got a car, man? I only got one car. Why you got 3 cars or a wife or all that, man? That's played out, man. I hate on it till he's totally broke. It ain't got nothing like me, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, that's what real hating is all about, man.
That's what real hating is about. Because what you just, I mean, truly. So my question is, so Bart Scott, the same man that said, I'll take Teddy Bridgewater over Dak Prescott. Yeah, he said that. How many of you would take Teddy Bridgewater over Dak Prescott? How many of you would do that? I mean, I know Denver took Teddy Bridgewater over Drew Lock, but that ain't Dak Prescott. So your way of trying to beat New England was, we going to take cheap shots. We can't beat you straight up. We going to try and check it. Oh, Andrew Chris, shout out to you. Is it painted multiple colors, or is it I'll look at the orders. Thank you very much for ordering that, Joe Barty. Appreciate that. But you literally are saying, we can't beat you straight up because we suck. So what we're going to do is we're going to cheap shot you. He literally just said, we're going to arm tackle you so that way we can drive your shoulder into the ground. If I'm Ndamukong Suh, I'm going to go for a ride on Dak Prescott to see if his ankle will break. So you literally are saying, I am a dirty mother-humping player. But my question for Bart Scott is, did that get you the rings? Because I believe Tom Brady got 7 of them. 7 of them. How many you got, bro? And he went from hating on Dak Prescott to hating on Zeke Elliott to hating on the Dallas Cowboys defense. So is this actually you just hate the Dallas Cowboys, the fact that they got some money? Or is this actually what you truly believe is going to happen? And see, this is the thing that kills me these days is, and I know I'm a homer. Okay, I make no bones about it that I'm a homer. They just need to go ahead and put over top of his head, I hate the Dallas Cowboys, so my view will be shaded against them. So that way it's at least truth in advertising. That it's at least truth in advertising. Teddy is legit, but the fact that every team quickly moved on from him should say something. Right, on Teddy Bridgewater, yeah. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater is kind of like, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Hey, he's a good guy to get us started. He's a good guy to have for a backup, but, he's not a long-term solution. You don't pay Teddy until he wins with the team that you have assembled. I don't think you build around Teddy. No, you don't. You don't. Stello! Uh-oh, we must be getting close to football season. I'm beginning to see some of my old friends up in here. What's up, Stello? In 2011, Saints 62-7. Colts garbage time for Drew Brees versus Peyton Manning. You're right about that. That's definitely garbage time. That is definitely. You don't get any more garbage time than a 62-point route. Why is everybody so hung up on losing to Tampa Bay? Like, can't sling the right. Well, but see, you know what? If the Cowboys, and understand that Tampa Bay lost their first game last year. Understand that Tampa Bay didn't win their division last year. Understand at some point last year, they were talking about how they need to get a divorce between Bruce Arians and Tom Brady. They did what a lot of teams do. They peaked at the right time and played well going forward. But let me see. I wish I actually wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready. I was not ready to do this today. I'm sorry. But if you go back, let's think about some of the teams that have been to the Super Bowl from the NFC lately. Okay, I'm just going to do it off the top of my head. You remember when Carolina was 15-1? Carolina, you had Cam Newton, NFL MVP. Now, they ran into a buzzsaw in that defense of Denver that peaked and destroyed them. Lord Nova, you have come on over. What's up, bro? You know how they did the next year? They dropped. They weren't the same team. They weren't. I don't think they made the playoffs. I'd have to look it up. But I know they weren't 15-1. I know they weren't in the Super Bowl the next year. And then I think it was the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl. And they went against New England, in which case they had the big meltdown. But, they scored all those points. You figured, okay, they made it there. They'll return. I think they made the playoffs, but barely. I think it's a wild card. But they weren't as good as the year before. The Philadelphia Eagles, they put the statue out there of Nick Foles. They talked about Susie. What's up, Susie? Oh. Damn, Mark. You forgot about Roland's Review. It's not my regular time to live stream. That comes with news that just messes up everything. So you had the Eagles, they got the statue of Nick Foles, with the Philly special and everything else, and Doug Peterson. I'm wondering if that statue is still out there. Is that statue still out there? Any Eagle fans chime? Let me know. Let me know about that. The next year with Carson Wentz, who everybody talked about, Carson Wentz is an MVP guy until he got hurt. They started out 5-6. And it was Nick Foles that came in and got them into the playoffs. Right? But they weren't the same team as the team that went to the Super Bowl. And let me see, who was after? The Rams. Rams go to the Super Bowl. They unfortunately, Jared Goff was late on 2 deep passes that would have busted the game wide open. Great coaching, turned the team around and everything. They didn't make the playoffs the next year. Then you got the 49ers. Oh, my God. Another Kyle Shanahan. Got Jared Goff and the team. Great team. In fact, in the offseason last year, they kept saying, they got to play the 49ers. 49ers, they're going back to the Super Bowl, right? That's what you kept hearing. The 49ers, they're so great. And you saw what happened. They actually started Josh Rosen for a game or two. They went down the toilet, didn't make the Super Bowl, didn't make the playoffs, didn't win their division, right? So now we're looking at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay brought back all of their players. They said we're going to run it back again. When Philly won the Super Bowl, they said, "Oh my God, well-coached team. They are built for the long haul. They got, best quarterback situation. They got Nick Foles and Carson Wentz." Right? But they got worse after the Super Bowl. They got worse. Every one of those teams got worse after the Super Bowl. How do you know hear of us? Tom, okay. George Murphy. Are you MC George? Come on. You're MC George. It's okay, MC. You know what? I forgive. If you're MC, you know what, MC George? I tell you what. If you admit that you are George Murphy, that you're MC George, I will give you one of the small Joe Bardys. How about that? Let's just make amends, man. Forgive and forget. Come on. Admit it. Admit it that you were ashamed after they signed Dak Prescott, that you were wrong, but you weren't big enough man to admit it. Now's the time. Now it's come to Jesus moment for us. Come on, man. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. Look, I don't have a problem with anybody voicing their opinion doing it aboard self-respecting play. You don't have to be toxic. Yes, shout out to Joshua on that. Here's the thing. A lot of, we have, people from different walks of life, from the Eagle fans and Washington fans and those cockroach Giant fans and stuff. And it's cool that you worship another team. It's okay. But, we don't do personal attacks on here. That's the thing, man. Let's grow up and act like, people, okay? I enjoy the banter. I enjoy the trash talk. I enjoy the trolls to a point until you start, making fun of other ones. Philadelphia. He's a hater, okay? I mean, he's truly a hater, but he's cool. He's always. Well, Philadelphia, I have a theory. This is my theory, is that the football gods literally pulled a Michael Anthony Fitness. And if you guys have been a fan of the channel, for many years, several years ago, Michael was sitting over there and he got upset. Cowboys were losing, and it was just like a stupid-ass way. I can't remember which game, but we were losing a game that we had no business. He literally got up, walked past me, and behind me, there's bar stools over there. And he grabs one of the bar stools, and he says, "I'm sick of this shit!" And he throws the bar. I was like, hey, what the fuck is going on here? I was like, damn. You got a Warner Brother before you start throwing chairs and shit. So, I mean, that that happens. It's passion. But don't go after others. There's no reason for people to say you're a blank to blank or you got this, that. Come on. Trash the teams, okay? We can joke about each other's team. And it's funny because some of y'all need Jesus. Some of y'all take things too seriously. So I did this clip, okay? Because I think it's actually kind of funny. I thought it was actually good work. And before I put it out there, I actually gave it to Philly 500, and he's like, I love it.
I don't often watch Eagle channels, but when I do, I watch Philly 500, so I can laugh.
Fuck. Wow, that has to be the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. You're gonna take a quarterback in the second round? Are you kidding me? What do you just trade Carson then? Are you kidding me? You just took a quarterback in the second round. This team is so good that they don't need to take. They don't need anything else, right? They're so good. This has to be for something.
Stay thirsty, my friends, and follow the Jobu Sports Report.
So, I did that because it's fun. And what's cool is, you watch it and you're like, oh, I got to go see Philly 500. Let me check him out, right? And so I sent that to Philly and said, hey, what you think about this? You cool? He's like, man, that's hilarious. He said, I'm working on something on you. He said, but it's taking a lot of time to get it together. So he's like, it's a lot of work. It's like, cool. I look forward to it. But some of y'all get crazy. How dare you hating on? It's like, dude, it's just YouTube. Philly and I are friends. We talk almost on a daily basis, We'll talk trash, about the Eagles and the Cowboys, but we can do that and still be friends, okay? Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback in this league, and guess what? There's nobody better than Aaron Rodgers either. You're right. That's a fair assessment. Dak has the best team around him. Watch this defense. We'll see. We got a young defense, okay? We're going to probably have about 7 guys that are new starters. Find yourself in commercial looking good. That's just having a little fun there, Gene. Like I said, I always had played, when I used to do Facebook videos and stuff, it was always Jobu was the most interesting voodoo doll in the world. So I thought it would be fun to just kind of do that, just do a parody of it. And I'll probably do a few more because it's kind of fun, It's kind of fun to be a little bit self-deprecating. I'm sorry that was the case, Dana, but I didn't look that way coming across. All right. Can we have a group hug? Group hug. Look, can't we all just get along? Because we got 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks until the season starts. Now, here's something that I saw that I didn't interpret this before, but this is where you realize, we always say, oh, he should take a team-friendly deal. He should be a team player. Do it for the team. So the rules for COVID, you've probably kind of got the overview of it. Okay, the rules for COVID are if your team has to forfeit a game, the NFL cannot play that game because your team has players that can't play. You don't have enough players to play. Lisa, how you doing, Lisa? So we heard that the team that has to forfeit has to pay for the money that's lost, the revenue that's lost, right? You've heard that, right? But there's a little bit of fine print in there that I didn't realize till today. Self-deprecating. Deprecating or defecating, I don't know. It's all, either way, you're shitting on yourself. Okay? I mean, literally. I mean, whether it's defecating or whatever. Listen. You're basically putting yourself down. So if you shit on yourself, you're putting yourself down. Whether you're deprecating, you're doing the same thing. Okay? Forgive me. But here's what's kind of crazy. So if your team, let's say the Titans right now have 9 players that are in COVID protocol. If they're unable to play the game, regular season game, and they have to forfeit, their team has to play the fees. But no players get paid on either side of the football. So it's like, wait a minute. Wait. I was like, wait a minute. If Titans have to forfeit the game because they have too many players on COVID protocol, the team that they're facing, those players over there don't get paid, but the Titans have to pay for fees. So I'm sitting there thinking fees. Well, the NFL gets paid by the television networks. They get paid by the gate revenue. You would think some of the fees would be paying the players. So basically, you're saying you're going to pay the teams. Players, even though it's no fault of yours, you lose out. Anybody else think that that's kind of like, what the fuck? It's like, wait a minute. We are ready to play. We get the victory. How come they ain't paying for my shit? What? You see what I'm saying going here? Regardless, the NFL owners are going to get paid. The NFL owners are going to get paid regardless. You players, we don't care. It's not our problem. How about them Dallas Cowboys, just like Jimmy Johnson? Oh, that was the other part I was going to say, because MC George is literally MC George, and I'm going to keep saying MC George, okay, is avoiding the question. He's acting like I'm not. He's not saying, no, that's not, I don't know what you're talking about. That's not me. We know it's you, bro. Go ahead. Come on, man. Come. You know what? Win, lose, or draw. Every week. Cowboys look like ass. They mess up. Robert Vince. What's up, Robert? Robert Vince. Thank you for the super chat. Every week I'm here taking shit. Every week. You have no idea how much grief I get. I get people that make channels hating on me. Okay? Literally, I get emails from people hating on me. I'm surprised I haven't had like a bag of dog shit literally delivered on my front door. I mean, seriously. So come on, MC George, come on. We know it's you, man. Come on. It's okay, man. You know what? We all make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. I'll tell you, I'm one of the dumbest mother humpers out there. I really am. I think most of you just watch because you want to see how many things I screw up. But that's cool. I always say, I don't care if you laugh with me or at me, as long as you laugh with the way things are in this world and, us losing Marines and things in Afghanistan today, we need a good laugh. Joshua, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson, and then Jalen Hurts is 32nd. Oh, I was going to say, Jalen Hurts at 7. I was like, that's 32nd, Jalen Hurts. You sure Jalen Hurts is not Daniel Jones at 32nd? Once again, Dak goes down week 5 and still leads the league in passing until week 8. Yep, that was actually Shout out to you on that one. Dan the Whiskey Man. Oh, Dak Delusional fans, I haven't told you about playing with blow-up dolls. All righty. Moving right along. All right, if you're just tuning in, I appreciate you all being here. We have heard that Dak Prescott is 100% full go, no more restrictions currently from practicing yesterday and throwing on 11 on 11. There was no soreness or anything like that, all that's gone. The MRIs are good to go. And, of course, he didn't have any soreness from yesterday. So they said, you know what, it's time to get going. It's ride or die. It's Dak Prescott or else we're done. I mean, let's face it. Cooper Rush and Jerry Jones says, hey, with Cooper Rush in there, yeah, we're not going to have to, dummy down the playbook. He can do everything. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wait a minute here. We got a bunch of super chats. I'm missing them. Stello, appreciate that, Stello. Stello, you one of them great Dallas Cowboy fans there, buddy. We appreciate you. And the Dallas Cowboys, we're going to handle business there. And then Calvin Williams, another one of them great Dallas Cowboy fans. I'm going to stop off at 7-Eleven and I'm going to get you a bottle of wine, Calvin Williams. And Lisa, oh wow, Lisa, thank you so much, Lisa. We appreciate the love and the support and the cash for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Jerry Jones and I love that money. But Jerry Jones saying that, whether we have Dak Prescott or not, we don't have to change anything because Cooper Rush, he can really throw that ball. Does that sound familiar to you? You guys remember when he talked about Brandon Wheaton? Brandon Wheaton, he throws the prettiest football, out there. He just didn't mention that he throws it to the other guys. That Brandon Wheaton, he sure can throw the football to the other team. That ball, it just sails in there with that perfect spiral. Those other guys on the defense, they just catch it and they appreciate that pass so much. But Dak is great too. He's awesome. Jalen Hurts looked bad in practice. He is like the worst quarterback in the league, easily rattled and No, wait a minute now, Joshua. Come on now, Joshua. We got Ben DiNucci. Are you saying he's worse than Ben DiNucci right now? Cowboys are reloading up on the VH tapes. Oh, my God, Philadelphia.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Like most Dak fans, you have to make it personal because you can't argue facts. Okay, here we go. Hurts has promised, but he can run around the field like forever. I'm going to be – okay, you can call me a hater if you want to, but honestly, the best thing for the Eagles is to lose this year. That's not a Super Bowl winning team. You've got all those picks. You imagine if the Eagles end up, in the cellar? This is basically a try-me-out year for Hurts. And if Hurts is not the guy, you have the capability of getting a quarterback, be it right now at the moment. They said there aren't great ones out there. But you have an opportunity to go ahead and clear off the roster, get rid of those old contracts, and start anew and start saying, okay, we're building for 2 years from now. But, I mean, far be it from me. I hope that, they kind of middle of the road. They win enough picks that, that they don't make the playoffs, don't hurt my Cowboys, and mess up their position for next year's. Eagles will suck this year, and Dak will tear it up this year. I hope you're right. Nobody's worse than DiNucci. I might say Josh Rosen. I might have to say Josh Rosen is worse. Josh Rosen is ass. At least Ben DiNucci, Division I AA school, okay? He was a 6th-round draft pick. He wasn't expected to do anything. Josh Rosen was a 1st-round pick. Eagles getting Spencer Rattler. Argue with the hater is Dana Jet. No truer words have ever been said. Arguing with a hater is pointless. Forget ignorance with ignorance. Yeah. we could watch 5 ES tapes while you can watch 1. Dak, well, true on that. Okay, you know what? This whole thing of reloading. All right, so when you say reloading, that assumes that you have cornerstone pieces that you know are going to be there for several years. So, Philadelphia, let me ask you, what are your cornerstone pieces that you have that you say are, building blocks? I mean, I could look and say, well, I got Micah Parsons. That's a piece that you look at, we're going to build on. You could look and say, I got Tyler Baddage. That's a piece that you build on. You could say, I got CeeDee Lamb. That's a piece that you build on with. That's pieces that you say are really good pieces that are a foundation that you can kind of put something on. I look at most of your rosters kind of gotten older out there, and the pieces that you have, Rhaegar, got to say, the letdown, bro. Kind of like Charlie Ortega-Whiteside. He literally makes me choke. I just don't see it. Now, we'll see what you get out of Devin Smith to see if he's the real deal, but I'm beginning to think that, like Washington is where quarterbacks' careers go to die, that Eagles, for whatever reason, your receivers, it's just like you got bad juju when it comes to the receivers. But Eagles can never redo history. Well, I was saying, I keep digressing so much. But back to the Cowboys, bad things started happening after Jimmy Johnson was fired. I think the football gods, because I was telling you about Michael Anthony saying, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of it. I think that the football gods said, you know what, Jerry Jones, we're sick of this shit. We're going to put a curse on you until you repent, until you make amends for your transgressions. You did Tom Landry wrong. You did him wrong. And now you're doing Jimmy Johnson, who just dropped 2 Super Bowls in your lap. That's it. You're screwed. Because you start thinking about some of the ways that the Cowboys have lost games. Like think about Tony Romo with the fumbled snap, right? The fumbled snap on the field goal. When does that happen? Raven S, how you doing? When does that happen? How did that happen? How the fuck did that happen? You think about having the 12-4 team, the 2017, where we had 13 Pro Bowls. I think that's a record. And we lose to a wild card Giant team. How did that happen? You think about 2014, here it was, great season, right? Great season. We're rocking and rolling, and we lose on the catch, no catch. It's like, the fuck, what? Being up by 21 points twice to the Lions and losing to the Lions? What? The 13-3 season and going against the Packers, and you go down the field, tie up the score and everything else, and here's Aaron frickin' Rodgers, with the crazy, there's holding, they're holding in the backfield and all that. He scrambles and just kind of throws his pass that should be, out of bounds or something, and they win the game. I'm telling you, that shit was like, we're putting a hex on you. Jerry Jones will not win the Super Bowl. And so maybe Jerry Jones, you know what? I don't know what I was thinking. Jimmy Johnson, I'm the one that kind of messed that thing up,
Come to my mind, we had a great run of it. He's a great coach, and I'm proud to have him as a friend and proud to have had the times that we had. We just had a great experience.
Can you answer Switch's question now?
What?
Do you think you could answer Barry's question now?
I've never been able to know why. I fucked it up. That, not just that, but anything else. No, I can't answer those questions.
Jerry Jones saying he fucked it up. Basically saying, it was me. I'm the reason. I screwed you Cowboy fans out of Super Bowl victories. We should have had more, but I did it. It was kind of like, for me, whoa. Maybe the Cowboys can finally move on now and get back to not having these crazy things happen to us. I'm a biased Cowboys fan, but I'm going to be scared to death of Smith. Dak already practicing his garbage yards. No, road to nowhere. Okay, yeah. Robert, actually, I'm going to start. I was thinking about that today. I actually have my cell phone. I've got to get the Google number because the problem with that is I've done that before, and I get calls like all hours of the day and night. So I've got to set up the Google system so that way it's kind of like, okay, we can open the lines and close the lines. Okay, so but we will do that, Robert Weiss, or I might do in like Zoom calls in for it, which may be an easier way to keep people from getting my home phone number. Dana Jet, I was a Cowboy fan before you were thought of, and never said Cowboys suck. Philly D, that's true. Smith and Cause are deadly as hell, truly elite as can be. Nobody's scared of Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson's not going to be on the field this year. Now, you Eagle fans out there, you can think, oh, man, we'll go ahead and get Deshaun Watson. You can get him, but he's not going to – the NFL is not going to let him get on the field. That's why Texans have a fourth string. They're, trying to make sure he stays healthy so we can trade him. But until he gets his legal issues squared away, he's not going to be on the field. Eagles receivers are still not better than our three receivers. Eagles traded to Baltimore. Who used them to pick to get Lamar Jackson? Eagles passed up GTA Metcalf for Charlie Whiteside. Yep. And Justin Jefferson for CD. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. It's like the Eagles are, when it comes to receivers, they just don't seem to make the right move. They just got Joshua. You are 100% right. They can't. CeeDee Lamb, the Eagles' hole is greater than whole. Whoa. See, y'all are mean. Let's not be mean to the Eagles. It's going to be a rough season for the Eagles, okay? Don't be mean to them.
I fire Howie. Fucking fire him. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot! Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me?
I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass. He's stupid. I'd fire his ass. What are you doing?
I'd fire his ass. I mean, Howie's got to be stupid.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him.
So, delusional Dak fans. Okay, you said that you have been a Cowboys fan longer than dude's been alive. If Dak plays really, really well and the Dallas Cowboys defense is good and the Cowboys end up, let's say, 12-5, will you change your opinion on Dak Prescott, or do you have just something personal against him? I mean, let's say Dak throws for 5,000 yards, 36 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions, and the Cowboys go 12-5. Will you look at Dak and say, okay, he's okay? We don't know who has the best receiver quarterback of teams unless they play games in the first. True, and you don't necessarily know how, it's, you can't go by everything preseason wise. Although if you are an Eagle fan, I mean, okay, let's be clear here. If you're an Eagle fan, you have to be concerned about that ass whipping that you got. I mean, you guys, I can at least look and say, Kamara, he's playing pretty good, and, in preseason. He's a guy that you look at, he's trying to make the roster and stuff. You can look at, even though Dottle got injured, but you looked at him and you say, okay, these guys are actually pumping out. with New England, I didn't see any signs of life or anybody you could look and say, okay, that guy played pretty good. And that there was just like from every position, it was just like, damn, it got dominated. That would be if my Cowboys were like that in the preseason, I would kind of be concerned. I would definitely be kind of like, wait, man, what's going on here? Without Dak, we won't make it, and that showed last season. Well, true. I don't – okay, now, you can make it with if your defense can play good enough. Washington showed that you could win some games if you have a good enough defense. Because, Alex Smith played a couple of good games, but they had a lot of stinker games that were in there. And they had a schedule that wasn't that bad, because you got the Eagles twice, you got the Giants twice, you got Washington twice, you got Carolina, you got Atlanta, you got the Raiders, you got Denver, you've got some games in there that, can be low-scoring games. If Zeke is, if we look at Zeke, and Zeke right now is, as light as he's been, if Zeke can run the football, and then you got Tony Pollard, Cooper Rush can throw a few out passes, but you're not going to win shootouts. And herein lies the problem that with Dak Prescott, our defense has allowed so many points that it's kind of like we got to score 26 points or more every game. If your defense can shut some people down and get a few takeaways, that gives you more opportunities, and it's not put all on the quarterback. Now, I'm not saying that I want to find out if we can win a couple of games without him. Mark, it depends on how those games are won and how they are when Dak got those touchdowns and yards. Stats don't tell the whole story. Okay. They won, 7 games? Who won 7 games? Last year they won 6. But the crazy thing is, if we'd won one more game, or, we would have been in the playoffs. That's how bad it was last year without Dak. I don't know that the Giants, everybody's pounding their chest about the Giants. The Giants had looked like ass in practice against New England. New England's going to be a juggernaut. I'm sorry. I'm not buying into this whole thing that the Giants are going to be a great team with Daniel Jones, that they've got all these great receivers. Hell, all the receivers have been injured. And they still got Jason Garrett as the offensive coordinator. I'm sorry. I don't see it with the Giants, this love fest for them. We know the Eagles are going to be bad. And with Dak Prescott, in past history, 19-6. You got to think that the Cowboys, at minimum, should win at least 4 games in the division, probably 5. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? If people are saying that Washington's a juggernaut, okay, that their defense is so great, well, okay, let's say we split games with Washington. I think they can beat the Eagles twice. I think they beat the Giants twice. That's 5 wins right there. Sam Darnold, Carolina? Seriously? Matty Ice without Julio Jones? Really? That's 7 right there. The Raiders that keep signing everybody that's over the hill and John Gruden being ass. That's 8 right there. That's 8 right there. So we'll see. But what we'll find is some of the teams that were good last year, will be terrible this year. Last year, this time, they were saying the Eagles were the best team in the division. You remember that, right? That the Eagles could win back-to-back NFC East championships. That the San Francisco 49ers, they could be going back to the Super Bowl. Both those teams were losing teams. They both were. Nobody thought Miami Dolphins were going to be any good, but look at Miami. How many people were betting that Buffalo would win the AFC East? That shit happened. Mark, can we name 2 stations that have the Eagles winning? Can we name 2 stations that are? Nah, I can't. 2 stations? I don't know. I can't think of. Why don't you dumb it down a little bit and say 1? Cedar Shakes, it doesn't take much thought or time to make a name, buddy. And all Dak fans are not delusional. The Giants could whop the Cowboys, which is true. This is true. But I look at it like we always the off-season hype is always about, the great players that people bring in, Remember how the Eagles were talking about big play Slay? We got to shut down corner. He's going to stop, as Philly 500 said, he's going to stop Amari Pooper. He's going to stop him, right? That's what he said. He's going to shut him down. You had to change the name from Big Play Slay to Big Play Made on Slay. Slay was not good. Slay was not good. You look at Washington signing Collins, big contract. That defense with Collins. Collins, the defense is good, but it wasn't because of Collins. It wasn't. It was because of guys he drafted. Mark, do you think we beaten team? I've been saying all offseason that I think the Cowboys get that win. I've said it over and over and over again. It's on tape. And I'm sure if the Cowboys lose, I will hear about it. And I'm okay with that because I will put myself out there and and say it. I believe it. And if I'm wrong, hey, I'll be the first one to say, you know what? I was wrong. Tom Brady, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they are truly the Super Bowl champions. And I picked like ass. Slay is washed up. Anthony Brown is better than Slay. Woo! When you're an infamous troll in YouTube section, a custom name you've made for trolling, you got to reevaluate what you're doing. Oh, Cedar Shakes. I don't understand it myself where people literally go through. Listen, I come on here because it's fun for me. It's actually very therapeutic to be able to be around people and listen to, it's still – being old like I am, understanding that a phone call that was 30 miles away was long distance. Okay, let me say it again. Me growing up, a phone call 30 miles away was long distance. There was no call waiting. There was no internet. There's no, where we can do what we're doing now. It still blows my mind that, I got people that are in Hawaii or in Cozumel, Mexico on the line right now, that people all across the country are watching me live, clear, in high def. That shit blows my mind away. But it blows my mind away that people will literally just want to sit there and just be hateful and just be assholes. It's like there's so many things you can do with the internet. There's so many people you can connect with. It's incredible because you can be home and you don't have to be alone because you've got the internet. But people will just want to spend their time just hating on other people. I don't understand it. And I don't have that kind of time to waste my life. After I lost my brother last year, it made you reevaluate what you're trying to do because he was only 61 years old. He's only 6 years older than me. And it's like, damn, what if I only have a year or 2 years or 3 years left? Do I want to spend it arguing with the guy that's an idiot that's just hating everybody? I don't understand why somebody would want to be so hateful. It's like Brian Hart. And this is the other thing I don't understand too, because some people will get mad. It's like, oh my God, there's a Washington fan. Kill him. And look, Brian Harding's cool people. Philly 500, he's cool people. Yeah, I can talk some trash about their teams. But they're still okay people. There's nothing wrong with them just because they like another team. We can't judge Hurts, who let a ranked 32 defense destroy him, make a turn of the ball 4 times. Okay, all right. So, quite frankly, the jury's out still on Hurts because there's not a big enough sample size. Really, you got to look at Hurts to say he's still like a rookie quarterback. He's got 5 games under him. That's it. It's not a whole lot of experience there. And you got Daniel Jones out there who's been there a couple years, but he's got experience, but it's not good experience either. Juan Cruz, what's up, man? How you doing, Juan? What's up? What's up? You know, but for me, you know, I give Shannon Sharp a whole lot of shit. I make fun of Shannon Sharp. You know, skip. But he said something. And you know what? It's kind of like you can have a million things wrong, but if you can do one thing right, then that's what's memorable. But he said, and I quote, "Every day you are writing your eulogy. And no truer words can be said." No truer words can be said. And what I try and do, and some of y'all are going to say you're full of shit, is I work on my legacy. Like I said, I don't know how long I'm going to live. I could be shot by the police, you know, get pulled over and something happen and get shot by the police. I could get COVID and, you know, die from that. I could have a heart attack or I could get cancer. I don't know if and when that time is coming. So in the meantime, I want to try and do everything that I can to build my legacy. So for me, you know, there's one of the Joe Bardys right there. I think we've made about 50 of those right now. So there's 50 of those that have gone out to you guys as fans. I've done, let's see if you can see. Okay, there's a hat rack over there. Hat rack, right? You know, between the hat racks and shot glass racks, I've probably made about 150 of those. Those are out there to you guys. I've made a lot of them and just given them away because, you know, giving away as prizes and stuff. Because what I hope that when I go, that somebody will look at that trophy that's in their house, or they'll look at that shot glass rack and they'll say, you know what? I miss that guy. He was a cool dude. And if there's things that I can do to others to try and help them to make their life better, I'd rather do that. I don't understand the people that are out there to try and make people's lives miserable. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why people just want to make others feel bad. So what I try and do here, you know, we have actually, and this is kind of cool. I had, let me look it up real quick because I want to make sure I get this right. I see, new order. I know somebody said that they just ordered a Joe Bardy. Okay. Oh, he ordered a beer mug rack. Okay. All right. So I'll get started on that tomorrow. Got a beer mug rack for Andrew Chris. Thank you, Andrew Chris. I'm going to get that thing rocking and rolling tomorrow in the workshop. I'm taking it easy today because I was back at the doctor's getting the deep cleaning, you know, and they like give you 50 shots of Novocaine in there, and they're just kind of grinding away. And then the real pain comes in when they bring you the bill. But who was Otis Sue. Otis Sue, here's what Otis Sue wants to do. He wants to donate a game ticket to the first home game, I think it's September 27th, to somebody who's never had the opportunity to go to a game at AT&T Stadium. He was going to do that on my channel as well as Law Nation. See, and that's really cool because there's a lot of fans out there that might not have the money. It's not cheap to go to AT&T, but he wants to donate a ticket for a fan out there. And I'm trying to figure out how we do that and make sure that we don't get somebody that's kind of like, you know, pulling the wool over his eyes just to get a free ticket. But we want to give it to somebody who, you know, you never had a chance. Because as a Cowboy fan, you want to make sure that you get a chance to see that. Not everybody has that opportunity. And for Otis Sue, I'm probably mispronouncing it, Suah. It's kind of like Namakan Sue, but it's got one more letter. Gina C. What's up, Gina? How you doing? Or should I say, damn, Gina? Juan Cruz like, big me. Okay. Juan Cruz. Cowboys are the best in the East and the best quarterback. So that's what we're going to be working on. I'll have more details about that tomorrow night. But see, to me, that's what being a human being is about, is looking out for your fellow man or fellow woman. So, and that's where I'm grateful, because I've had tons of really, really cool people that have done things to help me out, and it's kind of like paying it forward. You know what I'm saying? So, when I look at, Joseph Heatherly, who's gave me the football gods and the seat outside there and stuff, and he, like Stacy Schubert and Daniel Hernandez, he's like, hey, Mark, I'm going to donate $50, to two $50 prizes for people. So, and I picked the names and forgot to get the stuff to him. He's like, hey, Mark, where is it? And it's like, I gave Roland your number. And it's like, yeah, but anyway, you want that ticket, Mark? Okay. Well, we got to make it fair now. We got to pick out somebody, but that's what life should be about. Okay. We can talk about each other's team and then ride each other, of course, when we lose and thing. But you know what? If you're going to talk the talk, and I'm going to say this to all the trolls and the haters out there that are hiding behind fake names. Okay? The keyboard warriors. My face is here every day. Every day. And when we lose, Lord knows Philly's used it enough times when I say I'm Philly's bitch because they won. I will congratulate the Eagles when they beat the Cowboys. Everybody talks about, the Cowboys were, yeah, we were ass last year. I'm not going to dispute that. I'm not going to say we were a good team because we were shit. Right now, I'm believing we're going to be a good team this year. So we'll see what happens. I'm not going to say we're headed to the Super Bowl or anything like that. Right now, we're getting Dak Prescott back. He's healthy. We've got some great wide receivers that are healthy. Our offensive line seems to be together. Zeke Elliott is lighter than he's been and looks, like he's in great shape. You're a good guy. Mark sent me a free shot glass, and we live all the way in Idaho. Well, Christopher Tucker, they've gone as far as England, Germany, Canada, Cozumel, and Japan. Nobody, Philly 500, I think the Eagles can win the division. Well, Philly 500 thinks they're going to. Philly, even after I sent him a text message, I said, you still believe your team's going to win the division after they lost 35-0? He's like, yeah, we're going to win the division. He said, but I am kind of concerned. All right, so if you've tuned in, Chase Young waiting. Yeah, I'm worried about Chase Young. I'm worried about Chase Young. I definitely am. But maybe by, week 14, he slowed down some. And maybe Gina Thorne, what's up? How are you doing, Gina? Dak Prescott season sweeping the Eagles, who are defending the Super Bowl champ. It's more like they're defending toilet bowl champions. Ruben, I am good after hearing that Dak Prescott is now full go, okay? They've taken the reins off Dakota Prescott. So he is good to go, which is great. Freaking fantastic news. I'm saying you don't have to, bro. It's much hey, it's about spreading the mojo, though. And like I said, one day when I'm taking that dirt nap and pushing up daisies, have a drink for me, okay? Say, hey, Mark, here you go. Here for my homie. Take a drink, okay? And make sure it's good rum, too. Not the cheap shit, okay? All you that have shot glasses, when I'm pushing up daisies, get a bottle of good rum and have a drink to me, okay? Do that for me, all right? Chase Young is a good player, no doubt, but Dak is back. Dak is back. Back again. Dak is back. Tell a friend, okay. Eagles are still ass. Lord Nova. Let's see. All right, so that's where we are right now, guys. We've got that caught up. I don't want to take up too much of the YouTube. I don't want people to get mad and say, God damn, Mark is literally on all day, all the time, and so on. But I'm glad that I could come on and do this live stream and hang out with some of my best friends out there. Gina, you've been Gina, where have you been? You've been kind of scarce lately. I'm usually I see Gina Thorne and Gina C, boom, almost immediately. But both of y'all coming in late. What's up with that? Where y'all been? I need a shot glass. What? I got to. What do you have to do to get one? If you're a channel member, you end up getting a shot glass sent to you if you become a channel member, or if we end up doing drawings and give them away. Roland's review. Hey, okay. Love you, Mark. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, it's not feeling bad. It's just the pain from the teeth, and I didn't sleep last night because every time I turned over, it's like as soon as my teeth touched over here, it's like sharp pain. All the Dak hatters will. Well, you know what? Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen because once Dak Prescott, that whole thing about his back came out, all the Dak haters came out like cockroaches. They swarmed. They came out. Oh, see, I knew Dak Prescott. That Jerry Jones messed up paying him all that $75 million he got this year. He's never going to play. All of them. Yeah, Cole Beasley he's kind of pissed. He says that that he was wearing his mask except for he was standing outside close to some. Okay, yeah. It's like, yeah, okay, all right. So he's pissed off about the NFL's rules and him being fined for $14,000. But here's the thing. The NFL is like, we're not losing money. The NFL is saying we don't care about your opinion and your rights when it comes to our money. That's where your rights and your opinions stop. Bottom line, you're not costing us millions of dollars. That's what the NFL is saying. If you don't want to abide by the rules, that's fine. You don't have to. We're not forcing you to. However, if you're going to be part of this and get that paycheck, here's the rules of what you got to do. And if because your ass costs us a game, your ass will pay for it. That's what they're doing. They are doing what they always doing. Oh, he's talking about retiring? Well, you know what? That's on you, bro. I don't know if Cole Beasley's going to find another job that's going to pay him $8 or $9 million a year. Hey, your morals are your morals. I'm not going to be saying, hey, if you feel that that's right for you, then by all means, if it means that much to you, a shot or $8 million. If you say the taking that shot is more important is more important than that $8 million, then, hey, I ain't mad at you, bro. That's fine. That's fine. That's up to you. But if you're going to make that decision and say, I'm not going to take the shot, then you have to say, okay, I'm going to abide by the rules that they have set up with it. Their employer. I can't go to my job or I work for myself. I got to answer to myself and my wife. But most people can go to their job and say, you know what? I'm just not going to wear pants in the job. I don't give a rat's ass. I'm not wearing pants. Well, okay. If you don't want to wear pants, guess what? You're fired. I'll get somebody else to do the job. Well, but and you're right. They don't care about players that get injured. What they care about, you are 100% is about, don't mess up my money. It's and basically to the fans, here's what they tell us.
Take the money out, all of it.
That's nothing new. That's nothing new. And Paul, you know what? If you don't like what I'm serving up in here, okay, that's cool. That's cool, Paul. But for you to come in and say, that nigga don't know what he's talking about, you know what? Don't come in. Nobody says, like Cole Beasley, you ain't got to be here. So you know what I say?
Bye, Felicia.
Okay? And that's exactly what I'm talking about people coming in. I got no problem with Philadelphia coming in here and always saying that, Cowboys suck and we haven't seen a high def Super Bowl. Okay, that's cool. But when you come in and just have personal attacks just because you're an asshole, then you get blocked. And then they're the first ones going, why'd I get blocked? I didn't do anything. You know what? Whatever. Okay. Whatever. And then they'll go out and they'll make a channel saying Mark Holmes an asshole. Okay, go. You do you, bro. You do you. All right. So Paul Mitchell Gina. Don't mess with Gina. I'm telling you, Gina will hurt you. Don't mess with Gina because she does stuff. You go, damn, Gina, damn. Okay, like in Friday. Damn fit by Felicia, exactly. But now I done lost exactly what I was talking. Oh, about Cole Beasley. No, but when you think about the Constitution, we all have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, right? And we do until your rights infringe on my rights. That's where the problem is. And so, Cole, hey, I don't want to wear a mask. Fuck that. Okay, all right, that's cool. As long as you're not getting me sick, I'm okay with that. That's where I am. Fine, cool. And it's crazy because, let's see, y'all get me into politics. No, I'm not going. I'm just going to leave this whole thing right here because you can't have a conversation on it. I'm going to leave this right here. Okay, if Cole Beasley decides he wants to retire, okay, I wish you well in whatever you're going to do. Loving the Philadelphia 5 rings butt heads makes it fun. Yeah, it is. I got no problem with trolls because then when they look like ass, when they lose, then you can talk about them. And you say, "Oh, where's Philadelphia? Oh, you're not gonna man up. What's up, Coco? How you doing?" True, Michael Kirk. You can have the shot and get sick, but they say it won't be as severe. Because I'm going to ask, and I don't have the numbers. I'm not trying to get into it, but how many people who have tested positive for COVID that have had shots that have died from it? That's the bigger question. If Dak is back, Calvin Williams, if Dak is back at practice, that should make the defense much better, don't I think? Well, if you have an offense that can move the ball and can score, then that could make the other team one-dimensional where, you can pin your ears back because they're going to have to pass the football. So, yes, it can definitely help. Sam Slop, I can't believe all the hate people have. I'm sorry, Mark, for all the idiots out there. Love thy neighbor and thyself. Amen. It doesn't bother me. They ain't going to stop me. What haters are trying to do is they're trying to stop you. They're trying to steal your joy because typically their life is so bad. The only way they can feel better is by trying to make somebody else feel worse. And guess what? I'm not going to give them that power. Just not. Not going to happen. You don't need to prove your worth. Can you give us a prediction for our boys? I think the Cowboys go 11-5. Tony's Cowboy Show. That's where I think we go, 11-5. You're going to win some games that you probably shouldn't, and you're going to lose some that you probably shouldn't, and that's the way it goes. But 11-5 gets us in the playoffs. I think we got a good shot at winning the playoffs and winning the division. Can't guarantee it because you never know what's going to happen. If we had Dak all last season, we win the division going away. You just don't know what you don't know with football. And now that you're seeing all these players that are testing positive for COVID, you don't know if that ends up rolling through the Cowboys as well, because, we've got a bunch of people right now. You don't know if we're going to have some more tomorrow or the next day they're added to the list. And, if that keeps on snowballing, all of a sudden you're kind of stunned because you can't practice all the people. Right now, we don't have that many safeties that are actually playing. What's up, Ron Oliver? That's my main man with the music. You're the man when people gotta make show. I got plenty of haters, and I must definitely be got the shit going then. But we've been, I hadn't planned on doing a live stream this afternoon, but I had to get out here because I'm so happy that Dak is full go right now. Mark, want everybody to keep putting 16 games on everything in 17 instead of 12. Well, did I say? I thought I said 11-5. Didn't I say 11-5? Or did I say 11? Oh shit! I did say 11-5. 11-6. Shit. It's kind of like the Chargers. I keep saying San Diego because it just doesn't sound right. Toad French, 14-3. 14-3. That's high. That's a lot of them. Mark, ignore the wretched bottom feeders. I agree. Most of them will stay healthy. Mark, I got to get, but it's been real. Wait. Oh, Gina. Damn, Gina, you just got here. Damn, Gina, where you going? Gina? Damn. Gina? Washington, Dallas, first 9 wins takes the divisions. Okay. Well, the interesting thing, now see, Brian, here's the disadvantage for you guys, is that we don't play until the end of the season. And you know how Ryan Fitzpatrick is in the end of the season. Just saying, man. Ryan Fitzpatrick will have the money games early and then does a disappearing week, by the 5th or 6th week. Again, I've been watching football for all these years, and it's been stuck in my head. 11-6. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Cole Beasley is in the top. Yeah. That's a crazy one. But hey, who am I to judge? What do I know? We only have one player in the top 100, Zach Martin. How crazy is that? Just checking something here real quick before we get out of here. I was trying to find about the Cole Beasley situation because I hadn't. He may have said that since I've been on, but I'm curious on that one. Has he literally come out and said that he may retire? Or is that more bluster? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on it just yet. I know he said that before, that he might retire. Yeah, I know he said it before that he might retire before dealing with that stuff, but I hadn't heard anything about today. Cole Beasley, 44 minutes ago. If it's not every day, then it's still not enough. Chris Mortensen says, NFL Today recommended COVID testing once every 7 days for vaccinated players as opposed to once every 14 days per league officials. Due to the Delta variant transmission, proposal has been before the NFLPA, which requested return to daily testing last month. We repeatedly see vax people getting COVID and getting other people sick regardless of their vax status. If us vax people are getting tested more frequently, like the PA asks, then we could avoid situations. And see, that's the thing. You can be a carrier of it and test positive for it and not get sick. And the thing is if you are and you're around somebody who's hasn't been vaccinated, then your chances of getting it are a lot higher and getting sick. Dante Cole I can email you. Calvin Williams. Hey, Mark, I need that soundbite. The forlorn old rooster from the type of people saying, "Go away, boy, you're bothering me." Okay. I've got to find that, Calvin. Calvin Williams, thank you for that super chat. Boom. Dan Barkley? What the hell are you talking about, Dan? What the? Dak is not accurate? Are you kidding me?
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as stupid does.
Are you crazy or just plain stupid?
Dan Barkley, where did that come from? ESPN ranked Dak in the top. You know, I'm just trying to find out what the hell is he talking about. I get all these updates from people. Okay, just double checking. I got it from somebody had their shots. But again, it's airborne. It's airborne. So I breathe it in. I breathe it out. It kind of makes sense. It's like
cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Cocaine, a hell of a drug. Yeah, Dad is smoking that Bobby Brown. Okay, he's smoking that stuff that Hawk was smoking yesterday. Hawk was like, "Man, I got the good shit today." Check my emails. Okay, hold up. Let me see. Dante Cole. Let me see what you got, Dante. Let me refresh it. Dante Cole. I'm going to exhaust all options before retiring and try to change as much as I can for the other unvaccinated players. They are not protected at all. They have to protect themselves from the vaccinated players and staff, which is almost impossible since we're tested 1 in 14 days. He has a great point right there. He has a great point, and that's the thing that people seem to think that you get the shot and you've got like a force field around you and you can't get, but that's not the case. The thing is if you get it, then it's not going to be as severe. So that's the idea, is if people get vaccinated that, you know, hopefully nobody's getting sick from dying from it, and it's not getting the opportunity to find a host that it keeps, mutating. Mark, don't pay attention to the Dak haters. Okay, you're right. He is a cool dude. Thank you, Dante. I appreciate that. So that's what Cole Beasley said this morning. I'm going to exhaust all options before retiring. But see, he didn't say when he's retiring. That doesn't mean he's retiring. I mean, before I retire, I'm going to exhaust all options before retiring and try to change as much as I can for the other unvaccinated players. That doesn't give us. That's not saying I'm retiring now. That's putting it out there. What's on the menu for Saturday, David? I told you know what, David. I've been telling people this story that because of you, bro. I said, Tracy, I ain't cooking no more. I'm throwing all my shit out. David has just fucked it up with those pork kebabs. I thought I could cook. I'm just not doing it anymore. I'm not embarrassing myself. I'm not going to do it no more, man. I can't. So Saturday, buddy, we'll order a pizza. I can't do it no more. David Wiley, the Cowboys are on the menu this season. Okay. All right, Philadelphia. You know, you the man. You the man. You the man. Please make me a green and blue Jabardi. Tom, did you order one? A green and blue. What green? Oh, you want a custom Cowboys and Eagles? I've got Eagles. I've got the Kelly green or the other green color. I got both of their colors. Bang Bang Shrimp. Okay, yeah, that might not be good. How much do I charge? If you go on my website, cowboyjobu.com, you'll see them on there. The big ones are $69. I think the small ones are $39. Okay. But here's what we're going to do. I've been on here for 2 hours just basically talking about Dak and talking about nothing. I feel like Steinfeld here. But we are going to get ready to get up out of here. And for those Giant fans out there that have been doing nothing, this is for you.
What? Why do we get a wide receiver? Why do we get a wide receiver? Why did we get a wide receiver?
Oh, they got some. Oh, damn, he a dog though. Oh shit, he is a dog. But wide receiver. That's a good pick though.
You know, we kid, we love we kid because we love and all that. I'm gonna get a few more questions before I get out of here, but it's like 7:00, man. It's getting late. I need to go try and see what I can figure out I can eat on this tooth.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug there, Philadelphia. All right, so everybody, Dak Prescott is back, thank goodness. Other news. Dan Quinn did get some symptoms, some mild symptoms of like the flu, but he said he's feeling much better, and now we're just basically waiting for the negative test. So he hopefully maybe by the game will be back. Put that on a T-shirt. Why did we draft a wide receiver? Yeah, that was. Oh my goodness! See, look, Hawk is like Beetlejuice. We were just talking about you smoking that good shit yesterday. What's up, Mark? Did you see the video I sent you of Philly 500? Where did you text it to me or what? I didn't. Or did you email? People who use the N-word in this chat will be placed in timeout. I tell you what, Roland, you can just go ahead and hide them. You got my permission just to say, literally.
Bye, Felicia.
Y'all stingy.
Justin Jefferson, he's ass. Boom.
I fire Howie. Fucking fire him. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot! Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass. He's stupid. I fire his ass.
What are you doing?
I fire his ass. I mean, Howie's got to be stupid. What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him.
Sven, what's going on, man? Long time no see. How is everything in Germany? Don't mind. Okay. All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm out of here, okay? You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. And so we'll leave you with this.
I don't often watch Eagle channels, but when I do, I watch Philly 500, so I can laugh.
Fuck. Wow. That has to be the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. You're gonna take a quarterback in the second round? Are you kidding me? What do you just trade Carson then? Are you kidding me? You just took over a quarterback in the second round. This team is so good that they don't need to take. They don't need anything else, right? They're so good. This has to be for something.
Stay thirsty, my friends.